From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for another edition of The Horse's Mouth at Tommy Max at my bar, brought to you by our good friends at truckcrashlaw.com and right here on Buzz TV. We're talking technology, we're talking construction, we're talking a little bit of everything about business here in Jacksonville on the show. Let's welcome in the panel. Dave MacCutcheon, how are you, sir?
Good to meet you,
Good to see you with InfoBionic,
Correct.
How long you been doing, or how long you been with that company?
Just over 4 years with InfoBionic.
In sales form?
In the COO form.
You're the COO, okay.
Yeah.
C-level, I love it.
Yeah.
What did you bring us? You brought us a little gift.
I brought with me today our current device called the MOMI.
Okay.
This is a wearable device for cardiac monitoring. It streams cellularly to the cloud. We have a host of algorithms running the cloud to interrogate what's happening with your ECG, have humans confirm if it finds something, and then we notify your doctors.
Wow.
Yeah, we're excited to be in the area. I moved down here 3 years ago. Love the Jacksonville area, and we're partners with Mayo Clinic, so
That's
it all
great.
Works out great.
So is it people that have AFib or what?
Correct. We diagnose for all types of arrhythmias. AFib, of course, is being one of the one you hear the most about.
Sure.
But this goes a little bit deeper. It's got a whole suite of algorithms looking for more advanced things.
Okay.
After diagnosis, people may end up getting an ablation. In the case of my father, he wore it for less than 24 hours, and we diagnosed a heart block.
Wow.
So he ended up getting some stents placed in.
Okay, great. So do you ask your doctor for how do people?
It's a prescription device.
Okay.
So generally, you're having symptoms. You're having syncope, dizzy spells, etc.
Yeah.
Maybe you feel the heart palpitations, or you have a history of heart disease. Your doctor will put this on you. You'll wear it, and we keep an eye on you and come up with the diagnosis if possible.
Cool. Great to have you on the show.
Great to
James
be here.
Lampke's back. What's
How
up,
are you,
James?
sir? Good to
Robert
see you.
Half?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? How about that for technology?
I don't know. I think I have to pass.
Wow.
Let's
hope you
Goodness.
I think we're all in that era.
Absolutely.
You better be
No,
careful.
I think it's amazing, and I think it's a testament to how just every day we seem to be innovating more and more and more and more, whether that be from tech, from medical, from basically any industry, to just take that next step forward. I think it's beautiful.
I'll tell you what. I mean, real time.
Yeah, I mean,
Life and
we
death
were
right
actually chatting about it earlier, and just the simple fact that just something as simple as that is a mobile monitor that can save someone's life and give just the added advantage to a doctor to be able to treat you, whether in front of them or at a distance. It's beautiful. I mean, even to the point where my father had one not too long ago from Mayo, this unit, and it 100% put him in the right direction to get over what he was dealing with.
Cool. Great to have you on the show.
Absolutely, man. Glad to
Allan
be here.
Losue, how are you, man?
Sir, good to see
Did I
you.
get that right?
You did.
All right.
You
Great
did.
to see you at the gym earlier.
Yeah.
Allan came up to me and said, "Hey, I'm on the show today." I was like, "All right, awesome, man." Get that quick pump in before we get on camera.
Start the day right, man.
Yeah, that's right. How long you been with Haskell?
About 4.5 years.
All
yeah.
right, cool, man.
But
How'd you always been in the construction world, or what's
about 25 years now. I'm a landscape architect by trade, but grew up around architecture, engineering, and embedded in that. But then I turned myself into a business development guy about 15 years ago, and so. So yeah, I've been in Jacksonville since '99. And,
Beautiful, great time.
Just love the city and just trying to build businesses for people.
What are you, director of strategic partnerships?
Strategic accounts, yeah.
Okay,
so
you're a relationship guy.
Yeah, relationship
Yeah,
guy.
you like meeting people.
Yep.
Right.
So it's important.
I mean, that's half the battle.
No, that is.
Not being afraid to say hello.
That is.
Right.
Relationships are huge, and that's you want to work with people you like, and I think that goes across every line of business, and so. That's what I do.
You know, one of my best friends, way back when I was single, I used to be shy, believe it or not, and he would tell me with women, he'd be like, "They just want you to say hello." I'd be like, "Really?" Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, just say hi." I'm like, "All right, cool."
Well, and ask questions.
There you go.
Right?
Boom. Say hello.
Don't talk about yourself.
Can't
ask
be
questions.
afraid to say hello.
Yep.
Right? No doubt about it. Well,
That's
great
good.
to have you on the
Thank
show,
you.
Allan. David Selick is back. How are you, my friend?
Good, Tommy. Good to see you
Heading
again.
up the Boy Scouts now. You are the what's the official title? You were president-elect. Now you're what?
Non-paid head poobah.
Yeah, perfect. I like that.
Can we get a business card?
That is
Exciting times, right?
It is a real exciting time. We have a new scout executive that we brought back into scouting after leaving and joining the first team nationally. When Jack Sears retired and the opening for our scout executive position came open, Kelvin Williams stepped up. Do you know Kelvin?
I do.
He played offensive line at Georgia.
Yeah,
He's a big, imposing figure. It's hard to miss, Calvin.
I bet. Yeah, no doubt.
And we had our annual meeting Tuesday night where I was duly elected as president for the next 2 years. And,
awesome.
So starting my term as president, working with Kelvin as our new scout executive.
Cool. With technology, how does that affect you? You know, the Boy Scouts. I mean, was it with recruiting? I mean, what can really help you guys?
Chartering and rechartering is all done online.
Yeah.
All of our certifications for youth safety have to be done every year, and that's all done online. So it's been a big piece of it. Mike White's helped with marketing and digital marketing to drive. We're in our fundraising season right now for Friends of Scouting events and our American Values dinners, and so we do a lot of digital marketing as well.
Digital's huge, obviously. You got to do it. How about in the Haskell world? I mean, look, costs are going up, everything's going up. How does tech help you? Just how do you combat it?
Well, tracking all that information live is important, right? So we have all sorts of systems and platforms out there that track industry pricing, availability of equipment and materials, and then even the labor, right? But innovation's huge in our business. Between just the design side of matching drawings and what's going to happen in the field, what we call clash detection, getting all that stuff early to help our clients is really important. So all the technology is there and useful, and it's all mobile. I mean, people in the field now having that at the touch of their hands in the construction industry is just incredible.
I bet that. I mean, for someone that's been like way back going in using that, they're probably,
blueprints. You used to take the blueprints out there and you had to do checks and stuff. But now it's all at the fingertips on an iPad, and it's pretty incredible. But there's all sorts of different opportunities for technology to integrate in us, and we've created an internal company called DisruptTech that looks at what is the breaking innovation that's happening in the design and construction field. So we're trying to be at the tip of that and really even encourage young minds within Haskell to come up with new innovative ways to look at the business. So it's pretty neat.
That's how you keep it going. You guys have been around a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Great company.
Headquartered here
in Jacksonville. No, they're great. They're fantastic.
The University of Haskell.
Yeah, that's good.
Just about every construction company has a tie back to Haskell.
Yeah, no question about it. Well, with Robert, I mean, all this technology talk, man, you're like, this is great. Keep
pining.
Right? Yeah, right.
No, I think it's great. Like the medical devices in the construction world. Before Robert Half, I was in the construction industry, and I mean that's about the time when they were coming out with drone tech to be able to manage job sites and things like that. So it's not to the point where you've got your materials rep coming out and going, all right, 10 pallets of tube fours and all this stuff. They had the technology to where they can photograph this stuff and understand what they need to do, and that was emerging then. So I can't imagine what you guys have now.
Yeah,
it's got to be crazy, but it's
they
exciting.
build themselves now.
That's exactly right. I mean, you'd appreciate this. We took a robot dog and we scanned the whole Jaguar estate. That technology is there now where you can cut down on, people are short. You can't get people now. So you use robotics and you can do the same thing.
Well, and it's soup to nuts too. Like you can start with pre-construction all the way to the end, right?
Yeah.
But then you look at the real estate market now. If we're still talking about building things, right? I've got a very good friend of mine. She's in the real estate business, and she uses drones to show all her houses. She doesn't even do live events anymore. It's drone
even
technology.
Inspections now. They're doing it via drones.
And the metaverse, you're getting into that too.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're going to literally feel like you're walking
and I think the big thing is, and I think this affects all of us here, I think it all loops back to data, right? For years, we've collected data points, whether that be writing them down or storing them in a database and actually capturing that data. But I think that over the past half, if not decade, a lot more companies are starting to realize the value that can be turned from actually utilizing that data and turning it into dollars and cents versus just raw information.
Yeah, no question. All right, Dave, I just had an idea for the next innovative thing for that, right? Or maybe it's already there. So you're hearing more and more. We saw it on the football field with DeMar Hamlin having the shock was right there.
Right.
Could it shock the heart back into rhythm if it had to? You know what I mean?
Maybe
not that.
There are wearable AD vests.
Are there?
Yeah, there are, and they're made by companies like Zoll and others. And what they do is they look for a very specific arrhythmia, and then they shock you back for that very specific arrhythmia.
That's crazy.
So
is it an implant?
That's good though.
There are implantable. This is more like a wearable vest, and they generally send them home with people who are post-procedural. If you had a bypass or something.
Right.
But when I say wear at home, that's where this is all going. We think about the technologies that we're using, whether it's construction or staffing or the Boy Scouts. Those technologies are all coming into the home tighter and tighter with healthcare. And the huge initiative right now is called Hospital at Home. Right? And so what's happening is it's technologies like this that are enabling you. It's your cable box at home that's going to connect to all your Bluetooth connected devices, your thermometer, your scale, your blood pressure monitor. And there's new platforms coming out called remote patient monitoring platforms, RPMs. You tie all that together, and we can't afford to bring everybody into the hospital anymore. And if there's one thing we learned during the pandemic, it's that we've got to learn to treat people where they are, and we've got to learn to be able to treat people fast and efficiently. And so it's this new wave of at-home technologies, monitoring technologies, and high-end diagnostic technologies that make a difference.
Well, and look, no matter what you look like or what kind of shape, you don't know what's going on inside.
Absolutely.
You could drop dead. You hear these marathon runners dropping dead from a heart attack.
Yeah, I stopped running marathons because I was afraid I was going to have a heart attack.
I never started.
That's a good excuse,
Real quick, I toured UNF Med Nexus yesterday. Over at FSCJ, Bay Meadows, and Southside, and wow, I was blown away. Now they just got a $4 million grant from the state to build out even more simulated units. Out there. I don't know if you've been over there and talked to Karen Bowling.
Have not been to that location yet.
Wow.
I spend, in the local area, I spend a fair amount of my time working with Mayo Clinic. You mentioned about big data. So we did a collateral study with them where they took some old data from patients that they had acquired for years on ECG, and they ran a study called the Beagle study, like a beagle sniffing something out. They identified patient through going through the big data of their medical records and their ECGs. They put them on our device, and we confirmed the diagnosis from what their AI found. And that was recently published in The Lancet. So, it's good to be part of the leading edge of the innovation and working in a great community.
Definitely. Well, great to have you all on, man. It was a great conversation.
Thank you.
Cheers. All right. Awesome. Cheers. Always a great time here at my bar. If you like these kind of conversations, there are plenty more to view and watch at iwannabuzz.com. So until next time, stay safe and be cool out there, and we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.